Oh, this is weird. Yep, this is weird. When you have the little camera thing off, it's actually supposed to show the background picture. But for some reason on this new phone that I got, it's not doing that. That is so fucking weird. Anyway, I can talk for a couple of minutes here. Um, I wanted to come on here and express how much I fucking hate Tiffany Chrisman's motherfucking guts. I hate that bitch, and I'm glad that she's gone. If Tiffany hadn't been a fucking disgusting weirdo with fucking sexual fucking dysfunctions out of this motherfucking world, I would not have this weird ass fucking group of people going around the fucking internet harassing me, stalking me, saying untrue shit about me. Everybody that fucking knows me knows that if I was into women, I would rock that shit. I can pull any goddamn thing off. I ain't got no reason to lie about the shit. But lie for what? That shit is retarded. So I wanted to elaborate on the last live that I did because I felt like I didn't make myself clear enough. When I was intimate with Tiffany in 2013, I hadn't been with a woman for a decade. It was just something that me and her got drunk and did one night in 2013. A person that is either gay or lesbian or bisexual is going to constantly be active with that shit. They're going to constantly be looking for the same sex. It's going to be a constant. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stefan. Hey, baby, you up late? I'm just expressing and venting about how much I hate that fucking stupid ass bitch Tiffany. I hate her fucking guts. I do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people during the course of our fake ass friendship, a lot of people would warn me about her. You know what I'm saying? And it was just certain signs, but she played it real nice and she was able to trick and fool me with her family, right? Because, I've met her mom, I met her sister, I met her grandpa. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it is that these weird ass fucking weirdos, which one of my gay friends, because I have nothing against gay people, nothing against lesbian people, my gay friend has recognized that entire sector as a LGBT sector because there's so many of them in that sector. But what he told me was that they represent a very negative, nasty, toxic, and malignant aspect of it with a bunch of down low men and a bunch of weird ass down low women. If you are a woman and you can't show and express a mutual platonic respect for another woman to the point where you're like running around here just all, we're kind of, oh, that's who y'all remember Ronnie from Players Club? That's what all of those women in that sector, like most of them, like I would say 99% of the females that are in the black sector, they behave, some of them a lot more mannish, but they behave like Ronnie in Players Club. And a lot of the men act like they're DL. You know what I'm saying? And they're just weird. And they have these weird fantasies about me, been having these fantasies. Not only that, it's obvious and fucking clear that they have problems with boundaries when it comes to children, right? They have boundaries when it comes to children. They have boundary issues, okay? And then some of them even like all of the disgusting sexual shit, the weird shit that they say about incest, which I have never slept with any of my fucking family members, the craziness that they say about kids and shit. That would be exactly what the fuck Tiffany would be hiding from a person. Like, I truly believe that Tiffany had to have been acquainted with some of those people prior to when shit went down the way it did between me and her. There is no fucking way. Like, when I'm talking about when we fell out, there is no motherfucking way. And they so, for some reason, want to get into my secret garden. Bitch, I got my spirits will fucking cut your goddamn fucking throats. Every time that bum mentions my motherfucking name, that nigga is trying to bang at the door because he wants some, because he got a dead ass dick. He probably don't have a dick at all. He probably over there trying to animate a motherfucking dildo and shit. He probably strapping it on and shit with his funky ass breath. I can't stand Tiffany, man. You know what? I would have been able to walk away from Tiffany and been cordial with her, like on some, just like some, you go your way, I go mine, bitch. I ain't gonna fucking chop your fucking head off. Cause it was shit that I noticed about Tiffany. When she slept with Aaron's underage cousin, I was through with her. And she was just telling me all this shit like it was nothing. So there were many, 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 many motherfucking reasons why I quit fucking with Tiffany that I didn't even really have to talk about. I don't give a fuck about her. But because she went down there and she had this whole goddamn scam going on with this goddamn fucking stupid ass fucking black sector and this stupid ass fucking trout mouth ass damn bum. Just absolutely fucking disgusting, because Tiffany didn't give a fuck about a nigga. She didn't. She was like that. Tiffany didn't give zero fucks about no dude. That's one of the reasons why Tiffany was the type of a female that will have one nigga in her bed waiting for her and will be fucking another one out in the hallway, just like she did that bum. Tiffany literally slept with Paul while the bum was in her house. Came back in with bruises all over her knees where she had bent over on the motherfucking stairs and fucked Paul while the bum was sitting in the goddamn in her house, probably stalking me with his retarded ass. That's the kind of woman Tiffany was. I would never do no shit like that, ever. And you know what? I know full well. That's why I always tell the youngsters. I know that shit, it seems exciting, like threesomes and stuff like that, but don't ever bring another woman into your bedroom. If you do, you better be solid. Because it's a lot of shit that I don't even want to fucking talk about. The shit was fucking 20 years ago. That's another thing. That's why that bum is so fucking broke, because he stays stuck in the fucking past. And I don't fuck with him. And see, that's one of the reasons why he be trying to get. If there is anybody in this world to reject and hate, it would be that bum. It would be him. Because he's so fucking lame and toxic. Who the fuck would ever? Tiffany didn't give a fuck about that bum. Tiffany really didn't want nothing to do with that bum. She used him because she knew his desperate, dumb, retarded ass would continue to stalk me on this platform. She knew she had a fucking desperate ass fucking loser. He want to try to make it seem like it's normal. He knew Tiffany was a fucking skank skeezer. No, I don't have Pluto TV, but I do already have a movie lined up that I'm gonna watch. I gotta wash this deep conditioner out of my head, and then I'm gonna lay myself down. You right though, Stefan. They are out of time. They've been out of time. That shit is disgusting. And you know what? That, like, literally, that is sexual assault. No real man just consistently attempts to sexually assault a woman in that motherfucking way. Now, I will admit that years ago, before I got pregnant with Jacob, before I met Jacob's father, right? And see, I don't like these Negroes on YouTube, and I don't like what they do, and that's why my spirits will kill them one by one. My spirits will kill you. They will kill your motherfucking ass. Okay? I don't like these motherfuckers at all because that's what made me a target to begin with by these black men because my son is biracial. They stupid and retarded. Black men on this website, I'm not talking about normal everyday black men. I know a lot of black men that are normal. They got jobs. They are very important for their community. I'm not talking about all black men. I'm talking about, and that's another thing that they try to do on this website. These stupid ass fucking idiots from the black manosphere on YouTube. They try to make it seem like, oh, you talking about all black men. No, we not, because all black men ain't retarded like your fucking stupid fucking retarded asses. They will come on this motherfucker and they will target black women for dating interracially. They will. Especially if they, because you can be a gay down low man and still be attracted to a woman. Anybody can be attracted to anybody. I've seen lesbians attracted to men before. You know, it happens, especially that, because that's like human nature, unless the woman is really hurt or she's been through a lot of trauma from a man. I can honestly say that I've been through some shit with men. That bullshit that they did with Mike did not turn me gay. I'm going to repeat that. They were on a mission. That's why I was saying these motherfuckers are going to reap what the fuck they sow. You people are fucking disgusting. Why in the fuck? See, I'm first of all, I'm not no young kid, but even these young folks in their 20s and 30s, they not dumb enough to fall for that shit. It was a game. It was a play. Because it's a lot of lesbian and bisexual women in that sector. It's weird. And believe it or not, a lot of the lesbians and bisexual women are beefing with the males in that sector. A lot of them are. Why in the fuck would I want to be a part of some shit like that? Get the fuck out of here. The gay people and the transgender people that I get along with, they just cool. I don't even hang out with anybody gay or transgender. I mean, I've thought about meeting up with Jasmine before just because she cool. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't have that in my life, like in my everyday life or whatever. Them motherfuckers in that black sector on a whole other goddamn level. So, and that's why I can't stand that fucking fake ass bitch, man. And I knew she was a fake ass bitch. And I knew the bitch had lost her fucking mind when she had this bitch. And especially the shit is real creepy what they do, because and just FYI, it's not triggering for me because I'll just call to my spirits and they'll fucking cut your goddamn throat the fuck out, bitch. It's creepy as fuck given the history of black people in this fucking country. How black slaves, even though I ain't never been no slave, is still triggering to our ancestors for white people to be in on that shit. The white people in that sector need to fucking know that shit. Originally, when I'm not saying that there wasn't bisexuality or lesbianism in Africa, but that was a part of the transatlantic sex slave trade, was forcing black men and women into homosexuality and lesbianism. That was a part of the fucking gag. That was the play button. So that's one of the reasons why I don't fuck with none of them people. And the thing of it is that they pissed off because they're dealing with royalty, motherfucker. For generations, you're dealing with generational royalty over here. So you could never enslave me in that fucking way. The bomb is a bomb. Him and none of the motherfuckers in that group could ever, and I'm not trying to just down everybody, even though I would appreciate it if they would keep my fucking name out their mouth because you believe in something that ain't real. I can't stand that stupid ass retarded bum so much. Like, I just wish he would just go ahead and die. I'm not even gonna lie because he lies so much. And the thing of it is that the bum knows he's lying. The bum knows he's lying. And that's one of the reasons why Michelle got the bum the fuck away from her daughters, because I think Michelle got 2 daughters with him. That bum is such a low-lifed fucking loser, vagabond, fucking vagrant crackhead that he probably would have had them 2 little girls out on the track. I bet you all of his daughters are whoring like that. He is a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. Something up with that shit. And bum, you will die. I don't give a fuck about you. You bring your ass on here every day and you keep talking this shit. You need to understand why you need to shut the fuck up and quit talking, nigga. You are not protected, bum. You are not. And then here's another thing when it comes to my significant other. I don't even think my significant other would even mind if I were bisexual, but I'm not. Like, he don't even, well, first of all, he's not insecure like that. The bum is insecure because the bum knows that he has a stinking pussy between his legs that's funky. And he's scared, and he's obviously not. I can tell that the bum is not good in bed. Whether or not the bum has a vagina or a penis, which I'm not even gonna lie to you, I believe the bum has a vagina. I believe the bum has a vagina. I'm not even gonna lie to you. No man does that. No, they don't. There's no man that is that fucking desperate for validation. There's no man that does that. No, sorry. And he know it. She know it. He, she, whatever the fuck that weirdo ass nigga is. And I'm saying it right now. Them motherfuckers, if you got something like, and then it's obvious they're not proud of being gay. Shit, if I were a lesbian, I'd be proud of that shit. And I wouldn't be paranoid or delusional about the shit either. You can tell that that's literally what that sector is about. But all of them are afraid of being found out. But we all know. Everybody that watches y'all knows what the fuck is up. Everybody that has witnessed y'all knows what the fuck is up. So what the fuck are you, Jamila? Then here's another thing. The bum has came on there and called me a whore. I have literally had 7 sex partners in my fucking life. 7 in my life, which for me is too many, right? He done been with Tiffany. Tiffany done had thousands of men. He's a fucking fraud. And he don't like his life. He doesn't. He doesn't like the fact that the only women that give him attention are whores. He don't like that shit. Well, too fucking bad. That's what the fuck you get. You lucky you even get attention. You lucky these females even use you to stalk people. And your luck has ran out a long fucking time ago, bum. You can't cam up from an HD camera. You can't do it because you look like a 90-year-old fucking crackhead. And I'm just sick of it. And this is not sector content. I'm not in a black sector. That's another thing that I can't stand about them Negroes. They gonna force you because they all slaves. Well, bitch, we not no slaves over here. And don't come at me trying to act like, oh, well, you should be proud that that's our black history. Hey, get the fuck out of my fucking face with this fucking stupid ass shit. I cannot stand that fucking bum. And I can't stand that goddamn Tiffany. That stinking ass bitch. But you know what? Notice how it is a lesbian play button to go into that sector so that you can have sexual beef with a motherfucker. I don't do that. I don't do that. And I'm not going to get into the actual spiritual mechanics of it. But all of those people got dry dick, dead dick. It's really, really fucked up because none of them really, they're animated by fucking entities that ill. We don't have that issue over here. We don't have sexual issues over here. Also, another thing I want to talk about real quick, and I'm going to elaborate on this on another live. I want to talk about this. We're going to have a sexual discussion that is real, that's not from a bunch of fucking freakazoids that nobody even really wants to fucking have sex with to begin with. So let me just tell y'all this. Y'all know that song that I played by Chris Brown, okay? Wet the Bed, right? And he's like, I don't want to be a minute man. Okay, but you know what? Let me tell you something. A lot of the times until you develop a deeper connection with another person, most men, probably 99% of them, are only going to last a couple of minutes, especially when they are getting to know and adjusting to their woman's vagina. And I think that men that are constantly trying to baby, I can last for an hour. Huh? What the fuck are you talking about? That's not even normal sexuality. That's not even normal sexuality. That, my friend, is some kind of spiritual manifestation. And I think that it absolutely destroys the sexual connection. If you have a good sexual connection with a person, like for example, if he lasts 7 minutes, 8 minutes, the woman's gonna come anyway. He don't have to go for an hour. And I think that people that think that way, which I think that a lot of us, there's a lot of, not a lot of us, but a lot of people on this earth have bad sexual attachments. Okay. If you're feeling pressured to have sex for an hour straight, that's disruptive to the sexual flow. And a lot of men, when they can't last that long, especially at first, when they first start, but see, it's such a disruption of intimacy, but it's all about the love connection that you have, and because a woman is going to still love a man regardless to, it's, you know what I'm saying? So they don't have a normal outlook on sex, which is why you should never, ever, ever, ever talk to people like that about sex. A lot of men need to stop listening to other men when it comes to sex. Now, if he gets a good erection and the woman is responding to him and she's letting him know that he's pleasing her, how long he lasts, nobody's counting. You see what I'm saying? And so that's something that should be between the man and the woman. Is going to be between the man and the woman to deal with that. But a lot of y'all men don't realize that aspect, that it's not necessarily a part of human biology. Like a man can maybe possibly go for, let's say, once, I'd say probably upwards to 20 or 30 minutes and, take a break and then you can come back. But other than that, it doesn't take an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. That's not what they meant by hours of lovemaking. Lovemaking should include foreplay that is going to include conversation, possibly dinner, dessert, maybe possibly watching a movie, maybe even playing a game of cars or a board game or something, or just talking or caressing each other or giving each other massages or just kissing. That and you can tell a man that does not have a lot of experience with intimacy because they're in social media yelling and screaming and being loud and it just, men, stop listening to these other men. A lot of them are sexually dysfunctional. If your woman is happy with you and she with you, don't worry about that. It's because especially when you first start having sex, if you with the right woman that ain't had a bunch of different foreign dicks up in her coochie, she probably gonna make you blow in 2 minutes. She ain't trying to do it. It's just that her coochie is probably ready. It's probably extra wet for you, especially if you turn her on. So stop listening to these dumbass men. In fact, it's very weird. Men should not be talking to other men about sex. Okay? And I listen. I don't know any grown men that talk to other men about sex, maybe possibly a doctor. But when you become a certain age, you're not like, it's something very strange about these people. Anyway, it's not a match. Just like I said, me and Tiffany didn't even have the same taste in men at all. Like, she did just so happen to have a baby with my baby daddy. Me and my baby daddy was broke up for several years when they hooked up. My son is literally more than 10 years older. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't know how old Aries is. I think he's probably like 11 years older than her or something like that. He's probably like 8 or 9 years older than her. Almost 10 years older than his little sister. If that's his child. Other than that, me and Tiffany do not never have had the same taste in men, especially after Tiffany got off on them drugs. The fact that she went down there and actually had sex with somebody like the bomb, and I'm talking about the fact that she literally used him. She had sex with him with an intention of keeping him stalking me. That's why Tiffany did that. So I know that I met up with Mike, but I didn't have an intention on getting him to stalk people. That's not why I met up with Mike. Because Mike is just like him. It looked like Mike is left, which he needs to. He does. I've been telling him that shit for years. He needs to take down all this stupid ass content about all that bloop eating and all that dumb ass shit and just go on. Just like I moved on. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit is stupid. That sector is stupid. It's not even fucking entertaining. Like, they need to just keep their storylines with them and stop involving Jamila. But I think it's that the bum is so turned off, and he is such a fucking turn off. He is a turn off. He is. Everything that he says, his voice, the way he carries himself, everything about that bum is a turn off. Everything. And like I said, even though Tiffany didn't give a fuck, she was looking for somebody to do drugs with, drink with, and fuck. That was it. That's what the bum was for her. That's it. That's all. Most women are not looking for that. Most women are looking for somebody they can build with. You can't never build with that bum. The bum is not building. Trust me, pretty soon he'll be probably getting kicked out of that other lady's house. Pretty soon. Who the fuck knows? All I fucking know is that I hate Tiffany. I hate what the fuck she represents, what the fuck she did. And I just, fuck that bitch. I spit on her. I shit on her fucking grave. Fuck that bitch. The fact that she got, like, literally, the fact that these motherfuckers is still stalking me, fuck her. Fuck her. Cause them niggas ain't got no goddamn good sense that God gave to a damn grasshopper. They ain't got no goddamn good sense and common sense. The bum is literally gonna stay wrapped up in his little mission because he had nothing else in life to do, no foundation in life. Well, bum, we'll see how long you last, bum, because I don't see you living very long. And I know that you try to act like you're a king parasite. Oh, I'm feeding off of you. Nigga, you gonna end up dead. That's a fact. And you can tell, obviously, you ain't doing shit. You can tell, obviously, you ain't doing shit because I look like this, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you actually had any power, bum, I'd be looking like you and your bitch, half dead and crazy looking. Y'all over there, both of y'all fucked up. That shit is crazy. Anyway, I'm done venting. I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a happy Saturday. Bye.